Hello everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading about the next chapter of your life. In this video, as usual, you have 4 different piles that you can choose from. These are general groups and piles, and you can choose according to the number of the crystal, the timestamp, whatever works best for you. I don't know who that siren is for, but obviously something's happening in the background. Okay, it passed by. So if you want to choose according to the crystal, group 1 is a black tourmaline, group 2 is a pink fluorite, group 3, the golden healer, group 4, the carnelian. So what do you need to know about the next chapter? What's changing next? Choose your pile or your crystal, and let's get started. Group 1. Hey, group 1. So, next chapter. If you chose the transmuter, or maybe this is who you are becoming, the transmuter. This is a black tourmaline crystal representing your pile. So, what do you need to know about this next chapter? I'm going to start on the flip side on the bottom. Oh, okay. What's changing? Your energy. What's changing for you? Abundance. Bringing you more prosperity or openness. It's an opportunity for you to expand yourself and allow yourself to receive and to work with an abundance of energy that is meant to assist you with this next chapter in your life. Wow. Yeah, there's something going on down the street. There's sirens and stuff, so. 911. Maybe this is an emergency message for someone who's listening. Okay. A new chapter is beginning. Embrace the change. Embrace the energy. Embrace the opportunity. Oh my gosh. Everything is coming into alignment with perfect precision. Everything's coming together for you. It's a higher understanding, a greater understanding. Know that you are loved. So this is a galactic message because there is at 2 degrees Libra is the point in space, which is it the super galactic center? Anyway, you're definitely loved, you're being guided, and then, and encouraged to open your heart. Your intuitive heart. Trust your intuition. Trust your vision. 7 could be referring to a 7 personal month. Notice you've got 2 7s here. 7 is probably significant for you. In numerology, 7, or like as your soul's urge number, 7 is the seeker. So somehow, if you chose group 1, you've been seeking a higher truth or alignment with something higher, and everything is coming together for you in this next chapter and phase of your life. But keep in mind the abundance, the spiritual abundance that is available to you. It's not necessarily something that you see. It's your senses that exist. They're already inside of you, your emotional sensitivities. All which makes perfect sense, especially if you've been transmuting, because the more lower frequency you can transmute in your human body, the more activated your natural intuition and your intuitive gift is going to be coming online. So your physical body and your avatar is coming online as well. I want to pull a divine door. Okay, didn't even have to pull it. I love the fact that you have the stairway here. It's like you're climbing. You're taking the steps up into more light codes, light frequencies. Okay, interesting. Heart healing. I was already talking about that. Your emotions. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Your guides are wanting you to understand that right now you're exactly where you're supposed to be, because there's certain energies that you're about to start tuning into that maybe you haven't before, in which you do not understand. And it's not something that you can necessarily make logical sense about, but your energy is expanding, which is allowing you to connect with other dimensions, other realms, and your intuition as well, your purpose. Everything's coming together to help you to understand your higher purpose, your higher truth. Okay, and the heart healing is naturally coming with North Node in Pisces transit, which is still the opportunity for all of us until I think it's the end of July when this North Node cycle ends. Let's get some more information. Okay, let's do it this way. For the sake of a general pick a card reading, it's probably best to consider this next chapter, the next new month, which is beginning. Divine detour. Okay. The universe is adjusting you along your path to match your soul's evolution, the supergalactic center. There's another one. There's so many. It's, okay, galactic astrology. The universe is adjusting your path to match your soul's evolution. If a door has closed, it's because it's no longer resonating with who you are becoming. Sometimes that timing in between an ending and a beginning, or a closure of a chapter or a transit, that sort of thing, sometimes these transitional spaces can take months. I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen for you, but it's important for you to understand that your soul and your human self are going through a transformative process. You're being aligned with your higher purpose, maybe even your crystalline body, and these things take time. So the more that you can transmute any day, the easier this chapter will be for you to work through and navigate. The more free you're going to feel. So there's a divine detour. Something is like disrupting your current life in some way. But there's a reason for that too. So as far as galactic is concerned, let's go to the gateway deck and just see more specifically. When I see this color, I think of the Arcturians for some reason. I'm not sure why. That's just me. All right, there's two cards here that want me to pull them. Let's just see what they are. Right, so there's a gateway activation, infinite potential that is open for you right now. Manifestation vortex, or everything is opening up in precision, with precision. Well, along with your life and your path and your destiny, everything is orchestrated with perfect precision. All right, and then the other is sacred inner space. So your inner self, your sacral chakra, creativity. Just to get more information. All right. Let us move to this next deck and see what more. So these are actually more like bullet points, things for you to think about, consider, integrate, or expand your awareness of, to help to guide you through this next chapter. It's definitely an awakening. So there's a message here wanting you to know that you are protected. I was already kind of picking up on the 8-8 portal, which this is still a few months out. Metamorphosis, right. So the 8 is Leo. It's Lyra, isn't it? It is. You have a galactic connection with Lyra. and probably Arcturus as well. And look, you have another number 7. 7, 7, 7. The number 4 is just letting you know that you are. The more that you can connect with your physical body and your inner senses, your inner creativity, or actually, here, let me describe this better. For those of you who are energy workers, open up and receive the abundance of energy and then bring it in, allow it to infiltrate, align your physical, your chakras, technically. And this can also help you with this next chapter, which is already beginning. And allow it to change you, because you're not meant to be staying the same person that you think that you are. Or yeah, there's many things that are changing that are pulling you into a higher alignment. And the 4th house is also, it's your body, it's your beliefs. Your beliefs might be in the process of transformation. Your physical health and well-being, your emotions, everything's probably going through a transmutation, so that you can align with your higher spiritual energy and activations. And even these things, it's not necessarily understood. And like for an end goal, like if you're looking for an end goal to focus on, but the importance is right now and every moment when you can choose to come into alignment with what feels right and best for you. Technically, so there is no sense of timing, right? So there's also changes happening in your physical body that you may not be understanding. In fact, they could be freaking you out. And I'm only saying this because it's happening to me too. You know what? If you didn't watch yesterday's Pick a Card reading, what needs to be healed next, and it's like a sense of timing and a description. If you haven't watched that video, be sure and watch that one after this one. And I'll put the link to that video in the description box of this video to make it easier for you to find it, because I think it's very important. So you've got 777 as your miracle numbers. You have 44, reminding you that you are safe, you're stable, you're being supported and protected by your spiritual energies in this new chapter. Well, it's helping you, it's protecting you while you're moving into this new chapter in your life that is bringing change. It's also asking you to trust. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust the process. You're going through a metamorphosis. The more that you can choose to align with the higher, beyond your physical, logical understanding, it's the best way I can describe that. Okay, look, you have another number 7. So Saturn, Libra, this connection, you're taking on more responsibility with your personality, your relationship with yourself. This next chapter brings you the opportunity to establish a new relationship connection with yourself, with your higher self, with your galactic self. And it's also possible that your relationships with everyone else might seem unclear or changing or uncertain while you are navigating this chapter. Trust that while you are navigating this new chapter, everything's coming into alignment for you with precision. Trust that you're also going to always have and receive all of the resources, including monetary resources, that you need to move through this chapter in your life. It might not be what you want it to be, but when you realize that even your financial abundance is flowing, your finances are changing, but your higher self still has got this. You will receive enough. You will have enough to help you work through this chapter. So this chapter is almost like it's asking you to focus more on you, how you identify with yourself. And that's easy for some of us that have that creative mindset, but it's not necessarily, easy for everyone to realize their true self or to choose to change their self, their personality, that sort of thing. Okay, so how about another Angel's Light message for group number 1? Okay, success. There will be a successful outcome. Although right now you might feel like everything is changing and you can't see, the road forward. You will be successful in this endeavor. Remember, there's a divine detour. Really, all you can do is just align and allow and move with this divine detour that's happening, bringing you through these change of events. And this is a significant chapter in your life. Or this is what's changing in the next chapter of your life. You are changing in the next chapter of your life, but you're also awakening to your soul's true wisdom as well. Okay, group 1, I hope you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please do click the like button. If you're ever interested in private reading to understand exactly astrologically what is causing this transit, this chapter change, or you can study your own astrology if you'd like. But if you'd like a private reading from me, feel free to reach out. But otherwise, have a good day, and I will see you in another video. Hey, group number 2, if you chose the pink fluorite crystal or the lover crystal. Okay, so what is changing in this next chapter of your life? We're going to start with the bottom. Okay, faith, taking a leap of faith perhaps. Or you need to take a leap of faith. Fortune teller says a mystical encounter will change your path. Be prepared. So something's going to inspire you to take a leap of faith. Maybe your faith is changing, your religion, what you believe. A mystical encounter will change your path. Wow, the holy mountain. Your soul is calling you on a sacred journey. This pilgrimage. Okay. The holy mountain, be the mountain. Release your need to control. Taurus. Actually, all of the fixed signs, it could be Taurus, it could be Scorpio, it could be, who else is fixed? Aquarius. Release your need to control the situation, the outcome. There's something here going on with your finances. So let's pull some more cards. Group number 2. What deck do I want to go to? Oh, you know what? I want a divine door. I want a divine door. Group number 2. This next chapter. What's changing for you? Keep in mind, everything that's ever changing in our lives, there's an opportunity. You can manage it. You can take control and power over the things that are changing. You can align with your inner self and direct these changes in the way that honor you and your higher purpose. Yes, you do have the ability to do that. Somebody is asking. Okay. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and waken and see a new sunrise. So there's a fresh new chapter referring to not only your financial well-being, but your values and your resources. So Taurus, forgive and forget. Important. Let's get some more information here. Actually, Taurians have a galactic connection with the Pleiadians. If you didn't already know that, well, now you know. If you need assistance with emotional healing, connect with the Pleiadians. In fact, okay, since I'm talking about this, for those of you who are interested in that, there is a Pleiadian energy workbook to help you to awaken your divine Ka and heal your heal your body. I was trying to think of the right word. Anyway, if you're interested in books, it was published a couple of decades ago. The book is called Awakening Your Divine Ka, K-A. If you're interested in the Pleiadian energy workbook. Tons of amazing things to walk you through, all these techniques that you can do to heal your emotions, and I guess your light body is maybe what I was trying to explain. What else is going on? So you're rising up into a higher power or your higher truth, technically, group number 2. And everyone's reality and perceptions are different and unique, and not everyone deals with the reality in the same way. So what's more important is how you, the individual who's watching this, to use these energies and these frequencies in the way that best help you and work with you. Okay. Energetic clearing, you are clearing out the lower vibrational energies, frequencies, energetic clearing. This is the next chapter, so that you can rewrite your story and live your soul's truth. Seriously? By the way, transmuting, it's not just a one and done. When I first started working with the violet flame over 10 years ago, I don't know, I'm the kind of person I'm always thinking something is going to change instantly, right? And maybe just once, and that's all I need to do. But transmutation or transmuting the lower vibrations it's a continuous and ongoing practice because we absorb everybody else's yuck. So I just wanted to share that with you really quickly. For those of you who aren't aware of that, let's get some more messages. Group 2, the lover, your higher heart is opening up and activating. At least you have the opportunity to connect with your higher heart, your higher self. Wow. So your purpose. Yeah, something is calling you to align with and it will guide you if you can find the time to just tune in to the present moment or the stillness, what's right there in front of you available to you. In your daily practices, right, your daily energy healing practices and techniques. I'm going to put this right here. And group number 2, this next chapter, for the sake and purpose of timelines and that sort of thing, it's probably beneficial for you to approach this information as like this chapter being the next month. Okay, endurance. I want to pull another. Oh, let's pull a card from the Angels Light. Group 2. Wow. That just flipped around like nothing. Divine timing. So the sun in Scorpio. So there's like deep emotional stuff that is necessary for each one of us to tap into, to go deep, connect with those deeper emotions or your sensitivities. And again, the Pleiadians can help you with this healing. But you also need to be the one who initiates this process. You must be the one that wants to feel better and to release yourself from emotional triggers and to align with your higher purpose, your higher truth, to live your true story. Okay, endurance and, divine timing says you are right on time. What is truly meant for you will arrive when you are ready to receive it in fullness. Do not mistake stillness for stagnation. Okay, and so what more do I need to know for Group number 2, this next chapter. So you're healing, you're transmuting, you're loving yourself. You're connecting with your higher self. Actually, connecting, lining with your higher self. Your higher self is in the 5D, by the way. And when you connect with this and you align with, and you allow this, your higher self to flow through you, it will pull you upward. To me, this is the fastest way to align with your higher self and your higher purpose, is to understand that you have a higher energetic version of yourself, or your soul technically, that is actually in charge of everything that you're experiencing. So when you embody or you connect or you meditate and you ask to embody more of your higher self into your physical existence, and you take the time to do that and allow that, it will. And then it will actually bring you, maybe this is the mystical encounter that's going to change your path. Once you start allowing this integration and embodiment of your higher self, it also brings with it all the information that you need at any particular time to begin this sacred journey. All right, so as far as the timing of things, this isn't the purpose of this video, but yesterday, the video I released, it's now titled What Needs to Be Healed Next. That's a timing pick a card reading. For some reason, nobody was clicking on it, and I don't know why, but be sure and check out that video as well. I will put the link to that video in the description box in this one if you want more details about the timing of something that you are navigating, working through, etc. And those of you who are interested in learning more about the woo, the 5D, the esoteric, spiritual energies, come find my new YouTube channel, Sabrina the Mystic. Well, that's the tag, at Sabrina the Mystic. It's called Mystical Things 5D on YouTube, if you're interested in receiving more information about these sort of topics. Anyway, that being said, Group 2, this is the next chapter. Everything happening in divine timing. Are you ready? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. If you are interested in private reading with me, feel free to reach out. My links are all in the description box. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 3. Welcome to your pick a card messages today about the next chapter of your life. What's changing next? What's changing now? If you chose the Golden Healer Crystal, wonderful choice. But let's get your messages. What do you need to know about this next chapter of your life? And for the sake and purpose of timing of general pick-a-card readings, it might be best for you to consider this information for like your next 30 days as a chapter. But please do know that there are many layers and cycles and transits and timings of things that are all coming together, working in your favor, that can't really be pinpointed down to just a certain timeline. So group 3. Oh, okay. The next chapter of your life, abundance. Freedom. Go like that. Fortune teller. Your magical abilities are growing. Use them wisely. Okay. You are releasing the past, emerging from beyond. You're transforming. Okay, your energies have been transmuted. Interesting, because pile 2 was talking about transmuting, and pile 3 is now saying, okay, your energies have been transmuted, and now you're emerging back into, well, the light, your crystalline activation, your higher self, your higher knowing, your higher purpose. Aquarius, be real. So if you chose group 3, and, it doesn't matter if you have a strong Aquarius in your personality or not, this is definitely an area of your astrology life path that is being affected at this time with this new chapter, but you're also being freed from physical attachments to things that you believe that you need that are making you feel safe and secure and stable. So you might also recently have been experiencing challenges or having to let go of a physical attachment to something, or even a belief. You're waking up to the truth about yourself, your soul, well, and abundance, which, yeah, let's look at the next card. Okay. Oh, wow. So some of you may have already entered into this chapter, and so it's describing what you're going through right now. So there's a shift of power that's happening within you, and this power is your powerful resources, meaning you're going through, this is probably a South Node transit in your personal astrology, current transits. You're being released from having to rely on other people as your source of resources. All of your resources, like beliefs, strength, emotional support, money, finances, stability. There's a shift. There's a change of guards that's happening here. And the changing of the guards is maybe so far in your life you've always been relying on others or someone else. And now you're going through this process of learning how to rely solely on yourself. But keep in mind that this air, all this air energy that we're having in evolutionary astrology is bringing you everything that you need, all the information that you need to be able to receive the resources that you need. But it's not something that you can get from outside of yourself. This is your own infinite connection. The number 8. Wow. Let's pull a divine door, group 3. Again, this could be something that you're already experiencing. The reason why I'm saying that instead of your next chapter, maybe some of you are about to begin this chapter, but I'm saying some of you may already be experiencing this because this is describing what I've been experiencing. And so I recently, it makes sense. I recently became aware of this process within the last couple of months. So I've already been navigating these. So what did your divine door say? The nomad. Okay, the nomad wanderer lies deep inside. So take a leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. I'm going to put this right here because maybe you've been hermiting or you've been hiding out. You've been spending a lot of time with yourself. That's because your higher self, your higher purpose, your spiritual purpose at this time is helping you to dig deep and dive deep and to utilize these internal resources and power that you already have in your existence, in your silence, in your hermitude, in this spending time focusing on you. And the process, again, the process and timing is not necessarily something that can be determined, and it's not the purpose for me to do that in this video. But yesterday's pick a card reading, which is, it's all about the timing of something happening, but I titled the video what needs to be healed next, because that's will probably bring you more in-depth understanding about the timing of something that you're experiencing right now. And some are experiencing some really intense physical symptoms and changes and challenges. And for the purpose of pile number 3, in your case, whatever you're navigating, the only way you're going to be able to move forward is to go deeper and trust your own inner knowing, your inner sense of power. When you connect with your heart or your physical body, you're also connecting with your soul, your soul's purpose. It's something beyond the mind, beyond the ego, beyond the emotion. It's deeper than that. So deep meditation, if that's something that, you need to do. But what's happening is here, your magical abilities are growing. They're coming online. They're being activated. But this is something activated deep inside of you. It could even be a subconscious activation that you're not mentally aware of. Oh, this makes perfect sense. Because especially, like for me, my teeth and my gums, I don't know, something weird. It's weird to say. Something weird is going on in my mouth, my teeth and my gums. And I know it's not, I know that it's spiritual. It has something to do with what I'm saying and what I'm speaking, my throat chakra. I'm also experiencing my second Saturn return, and Saturn guides the bones and the teeth and physical maturity. And so it's definitely an eye-opener kind of experience. But there's like deep transmutation subconsciously. It's the best way I can describe this. Sorry. I don't know if there's any better way I can describe this. So I'm going to put the nomad over here. So you're supposed to be the nomad because you're the only one that can access your way forward at this time in this chapter. But you also have all the abundance that you need, everything that you need when you trust your deep inner connection. Okay, solar light upgrade. So your solar plexus, okay, your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your power to choose, to decide, to make choices. So you're definitely experiencing changes with the solar activity. Everything that's happening in space with the sun and the comets are also changing your physical. They're also changing your physical body. The golden healer, right? You are the golden healer. So let me just group 3 need to know about this next chapter. It may be helpful for those of you who are listening to try and use this information as like a guideline for the next month to help you to focus more on, what you need, what's important for you to tune into right now. Notice here, this is you. You have your soul star chakra is open and expanded. You're expanding your consciousness with the higher realms and dimensions. But you're also aligning it, bringing it through your physical body and down through your root chakra and your earth star chakra. And you're anchoring with the earth because part of your human avatar, your physical body's purpose and your identity, you know what I mean? Your higher purpose is also assisting the earth through its shift at this time, and this might also be something that you're not aware of. Everything that's happening to you when you integrate and you recalibrate and you connect with the earth, it's going to keep you aligned with your true north compass, which I like to call your proprioceptors. So you have more of a purpose to assist the earth at this time too. And if the earth is shaking and the volcanoes are erupting, and the tornadoes are wiping out things, your physical body is experiencing this stuff because you are part of the earth. Or your body is. Your consciousness and your body's consciousness are 2 separate consciousnesses, by the way. Okay, so this is a new journey. Look at this, you've got an eye under the eye. Uranus, Mercury, so telepathy is also something that you have the opportunity to explore and tune into. But remember, it's important for you to be grounded and anchored with the earth in order to establish this connection with your higher self and the powers that be, to receive and utilize all the abundance that is available to you. Abundance is just energy. It starts in the invisible. And when you access and you allow yourself to receive the abundance that is necessary for you at any time in your life to heal and to align, what needs to physically manifest as a form of abundance will. So in a sense, your money is manifesting based on your spiritual compass and your alignment with your purpose. This is why you might be hermiting, because, well, this is another thing that you're probably needing to become aware of, especially if your money and your finances are affected right now, or if you're concerned about your future money and finances. Very important. This new journey of awakening that you're experiencing, you're tapping into abundance. Your body is feeling all of these sensitivities as a form of abundance. So again, if you're having physical symptoms that you have no idea what it is, it's something deep, subconscious. You're helping the earth too. It's really important for you to know these things, guys. So, and maybe I'm the first one to reveal this with you. So let's just pull some more. What more do you need to know? Uranus is your best friend. Aquarius is your best friend. Wherever these are strong in your natal chart or your current transits, communication, third house. Right. Oh my gosh. So with Uranus in Gemini right now, it's funny, you know how it's helped me? And it's only been in Gemini for a week, if even that. I'm so much more busy. It's like, oh, okay. It's just easier for me to create and share all these different. And so Uranus in in Gemini is amazing because it's helping me to kind of let go of like all those, I don't know, in-depth, long, drawn out, okay, innovation. You have the power to, this innovation is you creating a new sense of you by working with the abundance that is available for you on your purpose. It's important for you to understand the higher purposes of everything. Not just your soul's purpose, but there's also the earth purpose, and you're going through a process of learning how to heal yourself by tapping into these inner resources, or these infinite resources that they're available to you now, whenever you take that time to connect with these. And again, it could be subconscious, but when you sit with yourself, your physical body, and you just simply ask, what do you need? And then you just listen, give it the time, give it the space, and it will let you know, because your body is part of the living earth library. Group 3, magical abilities are growing. Use them wisely. So I want to pull a Angel's Light card message for you at this time in this next chapter. Keep in mind, these are all like a general guideline or an overview, a synopsis, I guess you could call it. Okay. Vanity. Free yourself from the need for validation, or your need to have or receive or do something. You're infinitely more than the limiting story of your ego. So the more you're trying to force something to happen externally, the more sensitivities, even physical symptoms, you're going to experience. So your ego is also being challenged. You're being challenged to let go of those external resources, that corporate job, having all of that money, that big life, right? Having this independence and financial freedom to do whatever you want and feel like you're in complete control and power over your life is all going through a overhaul. And dare I say, the person who you thought was the truth of you, who you think that you are, right? Yourself, your personality, your name, your life, your community. It's not the eternal truth of who you really are. And this is the process of this journey that you are now awakening to in this chapter of your life. You're awakening to your true self. So one more card for group number 3. I'm hoping I can get a number for you. Let's try this one. Oh, cool. Thank you. I want to put this over here. Intuition, divine guidance flows through you with increasing clarity. But like any sacred instrument, your intuition sharpens with practice and attention. Listen closely, for the veil is thinner than you imagine. Group 3, your next chapter. Golden Healer, you will heal everything within you. By the way, you will heal everything. I think your third eye is trying to open up and activate your perceptions, how you're perceiving your senses, right? What you're feeling, your sensitivities are all like coming online for you right now. So I hope you enjoyed your video, group number 3. Again, try to take this as like an outline, something for you to work with for the next 30 days. If you'd rather have more interactive coaching, I offer that on Patreon, by the way. You might also want to check out my new YouTube channel at Sabrina the Mystic, where I am releasing more esoteric, spiritual, woo-woo type of content that may be helpful for you. All my links are in the description box. And also, if you want to understand the healing, what needs to be healed right now, check out yesterday's pick a card reading. It will also reveal to you a sense of timing, like how much longer, that sort of thing. And the name on that title is What Needs to Be Healed Next. So, meantime, please do click the like button if you enjoyed this video. And have a wonderful day. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 4. If you chose Carnelian, the Carnelian crystal, the creator. So pile number 1 was the transmuter. Pile number 2 was the lover. Pile number 3 was the healer. And pile number 4 is the creator. So if you resonate with any of those other titles, then you might want to check out those piles too, if you want. Group 4, the next chapter of your life. Okay, you're awakening to a different truth. Change. The 0-point field. Oh, you have the opportunity to awaken to the truth of that powerful co-creator that you are. I am is the affirmation for that. Fortune teller says, a new opportunity will lead you to greatness. Wow. The next chapter. The wisdom within, quieten the external noise. New opportunity. Cancer moon, relax, nurture. Something deep. Okay, so your higher truth, your inner truth, your soul's truth is deeper. It's like, it's inside your deep emotions or your heart or your sacral chakra or, And as far as the next chapter is concerned, some of you may have already started this chapter, and for others of you, it may be something that's about to begin. And these chapters, I just want to let you know that for the sake of this general pick-a-card reading, it might be easy for you to just utilize this information for your next 30-day intention in your life. It makes it easier to narrow it down and to like tune in. Okay, so you've got 2 of fire. Okay, it's important for you to cooperate with your inner self, your higher self. And there's another source of inspiration that is guiding you. It's the Aries. So what's in Aries right now? There's Neptune, there's Saturn. Group 4. I almost said group 2. Oh, probably because of the number 2, huh? Pay attention, Sabrina. Divine door for group number 4. Hey, that rhymes. You are a star. The art of life. Okay, definitely cardinal energy here for group number 4. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Be bold. You know, easier said than done, because recently when I've been pulling cards for myself and I keep getting the message, be bold, like step out of the box. And I respond to that like, I don't know how, right? Like, be bold, or maybe we're just scared to be bold, right? We don't want to piss anybody off, or, you know, we don't want to cause any chaos or disruption or things like that. Let's pull a card for you from the Angel's Light deck. Let's just see what more group 4 is working with, what you need to know. Okay, inner child. Look at this. You've got the child and truth and inner child. The message here says, your inner child holds the key to your deepest wounds and your purest joy. Embrace this part of yourself and nurture it with love in a safe space. This will bring deep healing and spiritual expansion. So if anything you take away from this, group 4, work on your inner child. There's something that your child self did not get when you were younger. And you may have been carrying this emotional burden, or it may have felt like a betrayal, or maybe there was someone who was raising you that didn't nurture you. They didn't give you what your inner child needed so badly. And so your inner child is still there, existing inside of you, and still remembers what he or she could not get from their caregivers when they were growing up. So this needs to come back around, because once you remember this inner self, this truth, what really lit your heart with joy when you were little. Let's just go back to the age 8 or younger. And now I'm going back myself, and I'm thinking, what lit my heart with joy? The first thing that popped into my mind was candy. Oh my gosh, I was so addicted to Reese's peanut butter cups. That brought me joy, but laughter brought me joy. And honestly, I always had such a huge, open heart, and always wanting to share love and hug my parents. And even as a teenager, having boyfriends, I wanted to indulge myself in that feeling of unconditional love. And it's something that I still have today, although I had to temper it because, I had to temper that. So I never really got that unconditional love that I was seeking when I was little. And of course, we all grow up, we become adults, and we just turn off that part of our child because we have to start adulting. Okay. So take a moment right now to think back, what is it that your inner child wasn't able to do or receive or experience? You know what? Connection. It's a connection, a deep connection with another. Either it's a parent or a sibling. Oh, which would make so much sense if you connect more deeply with your pets. Because when you were little, your inner child, your child self, didn't have the opportunity to feel like you belonged in your family even. Oh my gosh, we're really going deep now. Okay, group 4, I just got total body chills. I think that was my own realization, because I've never had a connection with siblings. Parents, I love because they were my parents and they always allowed me freedom, but I never really had that deeper loving connection with my parents. So thank you, Pile 4, for allowing me to have this realization of oh my gosh, so it's a reading for me too. Readings for everyone. So, maybe your inner child wanted to have more fun. I know not everyone wants to have fun. I know not everyone wants peace. But something that your inner child was never able to experience. So this is the purpose right now. This is this new chapter, important for you to focus on. And again, you try to use the next 30 days to create a plan, to help you to work through these things. I want to use this card. Group 4. Okay. I'm like, well, Hathor light codes. Nice. You have a very strong connection with Hathor, which I believe also has a connection with, it's your solar plexus. Well, and maybe even your root chakra, your sacral chakra, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. Look at these golden eyes. Has something to do with Ra as well, the sun consciousness. Okay. This is a significant event happening in your life. It's opening your true higher purpose and your vision. The number 6, vision, this vision of love. I was expecting a different, besides this milestone. So this is like a significant event or chapter that's happening in your life right now. It could be aligning with, cool. It could be aligning with your Saturn transits as well. So the number 4, right, your healing. Your vision. I was already talking about vision. So 6 is a vision and nurturing. And 6 and 4 adds up to the number 10. So your creative mind, the number 1, and 0 point field, your spiritual vision. And the angelics are also part of your spiritual team assisting you at this time. Connect with whichever angels you feel drawn to or angelics. I know there's an archangel that resonates with your creativity, and I don't know exactly which one that is. Okay, so right now you might be a little confused about your relationships with other people or your connections. But the 2 is what's really very important right now as well. Okay, your higher ideals. This is technically the 2 of Wands. Be bold. Dare to start living your life and go get what your child self was not able to receive when you were growing up. It's something you weren't able to receive from your family or your siblings. Maybe you just wanted to have fun. Maybe you just wanted love. Maybe you just wanted that hug to feel safe and wanted and like you belonged. You wanted to feel necessary. I'm having another memory resurface, so I hope you don't mind. When I was little, my dad was more the discipliner, and my mom was, okay, whatever you want, love you. But whenever I would speak my truth, and I've always spoken the truth, always, even to this day, everything that comes out of my mouth is the truth. I do not lie about anything. And there's a lot of people that don't like that. They don't want to hear the truth. But I would speak my truth, or I would say something and I would get in trouble. I would be disciplined by my dad, and he would put an actual dunce cap on my head. And if you're like a baby boomer or you're born in the 60s or the 70s, your parents may have done the same for you. But they put the dunce cap on your head and then stick you on a bar stool facing the corner in the living room for everyone to watch and laugh at you. But I would get in trouble for speaking my truth. So maybe this is something that your inner child, I'm sure there's many of us that, we were disciplined for something, but we didn't know. So now at this time in your life, this next chapter, it's allowing you to empower yourself, to step back into your power. But it's important for you to grab your child self and bring her or him along with you on this next journey. Invite them back in through your heart. Love them, embrace them, nurture them, forgive them, send love to them. This is your inner self, your heart, your inner child. It wants to come out and be free and have fun and be simple and feel connected and like it's important and necessary. And It belongs. And you may, right now, group number 4, be feeling like you don't really resonate with anyone else in your daily adult life. This is you, and then this is everyone else. You're not. Maybe you just don't resonate with everyone else anymore. This could be your spouse or your family or your children or your job, your career, your coworkers, your truth, your purpose, your body. There's so much awareness and realization and inner truths that are awakening within you now. But this cardinal energy, the sacral, it's asking you to find creative ways to ask. So it's important for you to just think to yourself, what is it that you're ready to discover the truth? What truth needs to be revealed to you now? It's a higher truth. It's something that's going to free you and liberate you and allow you to have more fun. It's going to allow you to release and let go of like burdens and responsibilities maybe that you have taken on that perhaps you didn't have to. Or maybe when you were a child and growing up, you had to take more responsibility for your space because, I don't know, maybe you hermited when you were a child or a teenager, or even now, because it just feels better to be separate from everybody else. Yeah, there's a lot of deep awakenings and truths, and this is trying to help you to understand the truth about your existence, right? Your physical human avatar, your temple, your body, the purpose. All of this wisdom is within you. So, I'm just thinking, and I don't practice QHHT, but if you can afford that kind of technique, I know that it can be very helpful. There was once I had a past life regression, which was extremely helpful for me. It was very eye-opening. And so there are ways that you can retrieve this information deep within you because you have all of the living records already in your aura, your Merkaba. It really just kind of depends on how you use your mind and the questions that you ask. But there's a higher truth, there's a purpose, there's a lesson here involved, but the lesson is to reclaim your inner child. The innocence, to heal, to rise above, and start living your life more joyfully, with fun, with laughter, with inspiration and creativity. So this new opportunity is leading you to greatness. And this is the best way I can interpret your pile in this next chapter of your life, group number 4, when you focus on your own vision, your internal vision, like the vision of yourself, who you wish to be, or the life that you would rather be living. But remember, your inner child is waiting for you to reclaim it, because it's also a part of yourself that you may have abandoned, when you had to grow up too quickly. So, these are your messages. The next chapter, group 4. You may want to check yesterday's pick a card reading, what needs to be healed next. Probably be helpful for you. It also will reveal a sense of timing of things. If you're interested in understanding more of the woo and spiritual experience in the 5D, come and find my new YouTube channel, tag at Sabrina the Mystic. It's Mystical Things 5D. If you'd like a private reading, I would love to share more information with you, and all my links are in the description box. Meanwhile, you've got this intense higher power that is ready for you. So I'm loving your messages today. I hope that you loved them too. If you did, please do click the like button, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.